We all have inner thoughts and inner critic, things that just kind of play in our minds. Sometimes they're random, sometimes they're funny, sometimes distracting, and sometimes they're really awful. And for many people, the awful kind of happens more frequently. So I ask people, if you personified your thoughts, so think like Alexa or Siri being a person. If you personified your thoughts, would you want to be their friend? Would you want to run away from them or avoid them, be afraid of them? Or would you want to fight them? And most times the response I get to that question is I'd want to fight them or avoid them or run away, kind of being afraid of them. And that's because many of us experience this very negative inner critic. I like to call it a mind bully. And this mind bully can be relentless, very unhelpful, distracting in moments where we really need to be productive and can really lead sometimes into spaces of depression and agony that we don't want to deal with. And so I really want to talk through some ways that we can silence that mind bully and try to get it to a space where that inner critic, that inner thought process is someone that you would want to befriend versus someone you wouldn't want anything to do with or that you want to fight because the things that they say, right? Some very practical ways to do that is to first, when you're having these thoughts and the mind bully is on 10, that you're creating some mantras that you can say to kind of combat that. So something that you're just going to repeatedly say to kind of shift the thought process. So maybe the mind bully is saying, yeah, you won't get that done, or good luck, this isn't gonna go well. And so that mantra may be, I'm capable of shifting my thoughts to my benefit. I'm capable of shifting my thoughts to my benefits. Something I'm gonna repeatedly say until I'm in a space where I can believe it or at least shift from that negative thought, right? Another way to do it is to ask yourself when your mind bully is again on 10, is this something that I would say to one of my favorite people, your best friend, your favorite coworker, your favorite family member, or the little children or child that's in your life that means the most to you or that has your heart? Is this something I would say to them? This thought. 9 times out of 10, it's a no. So you can keep that in mind. Is this something I would say to them? No. So this has got to go. You can also treat yourself like you would those people, right? So I would never say this. I would never treat my favorite niece this way or my only niece this way or whatever. You can also replace the thought with something positive. So, thought replacement. So, if the thought is, I'll never reach my goals, the replacement would be, my goals are realistic and I will achieve them. So, I'm taking this negative mind bully approach and shifting it into this very positive space that I can function in. Now, when I say shifting things and trying to move into a positive space, I am not speaking about toxic positivity. And so, toxic positivity is this idea that everything should just be, it's okay, it's fine. Everything's not okay, everything's not fine. And it's okay to acknowledge when things are not. But I'm talking about the thoughts, the negative thoughts that have the potential to lead us into this very abusive and kind of into our own purgatory of emotional abuse and distress. And that can lead to a lot of other things. In the mental health world, we're talking, or in the world in general, because everyone experiences mental health, we're talking depression, we're talking anxiety, we're talking negative thoughts or thoughts of harm. And we want to make sure that this mind bully doesn't have the strength to get to that or the strength to just interrupt your day. So on either end, so I'm not talking toxic positivity. I'm talking about shifting the way we think and shifting the way we allow our thoughts to impact who we are and who we want to be. For those that are experiencing that distress, I do want to let you know there's help out there. There's importance for us to be thoughtful of things that are going through our minds, thoughtful of the things that our bully is saying to us. And so if you need help fighting that mind bully, you need a team to kind of come on and combat those thoughts. Coaching, therapy, psychiatric care, they are all available in ways in which you can fight the mind bully with some support. You can also do that by letting friends know of, hey, yeah, I'm thinking this, and they can correct you, but also correcting yourself. So thinking through, how would I say this to my best friend and one of my favorite people? Treating myself like one of my favorite people, having a mantra when the mind bully is on 10 and doing the most, and then replacing those negative thoughts that come in. And if necessary, calling in a team for backup.